Squeezebox Daddy never sleeps at night.
Hello and welcome to the Sean and Simon Show. This is the first episode of Series 2 of Squeezebox. I'm Simon.
I'm Sean.
Hey.
Right.
Yet another enthusiastic introduction from Sean.
Like I said, I'm trying to be cool. That's all it is.
And like I said on Fill Me In, it's not working.
Oh, the way you said that was awesome. Okay, right.
So,
well, you made me laugh there, so I'm going to jump straight into it with Make Simon laugh.
No, well,
yeah, of course, yeah. I felt a really good link coming there and I couldn't let it go.
Well, it's Series 2 of the Sean and Simon Show, so we've rejigged both Squeezebox and Fill Me In.
Yeah.
So, Sean, would you care to explain what we've got coming up in Squeezebox?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Well, we decided to keep Make Simon laugh. It seems to be good. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Of course you do.
Well, it's all about my pleasure, isn't it? So, yeah.
Ooh. I didn't know how to not let that go and keep it family friendly, so just a noise came out.
You did it well, but don't milk it.
We've got a new feature called Do You Remember, which is sort of like a sister feature with our radio show, My Generation.
Mm.
Do you want to explain that? That was your brainchild, I think. So.
Yeah, well, basically, we thought it's nice to remember things.
Never.
It's nice to reminisce. And so we thought we'd reminisce about things from our childhoods that we particularly enjoyed. And hopefully you can share...
From our childhoods?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it? You don't need to pluralise childhood. We
didn't share a childhood together.
No, but it's like, it's as if we had multiple childhoods. Would say, we'd like to reminisce on things about our childhood. That's all that's needed. I only had one childhood.
Shut up.
I don't know if I'm right there or not. It just sounded weird to me.
I'm going to say that I'm right.
Whatever.
Right. What else have we got coming up, Sean?
Well, how are we going to do you remember? Is it just things... Do we just talk about things that we loved when we were kids, or what?
Well, we really should have discussed this before the show.
Possibly.
But, yeah, basically.
Yeah. That's cool.
Face the Facts, which we had last series.
That was my brainchild.
Alright. Anyway. And a new feature called Bojo's League and Yoko's League. Would you care to explain that, Sean?
Yeah, okay. So, basically, there's this joke.
In fact, shall we explain it at the end?
Keep it a bit of a surprise. Give them something to listen, hang on for.
Because I feel like the introduction is kind of integral to the actual feature this week.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So it's a nice teaser for you.
Yeah.
It's a reason to stick with us.
Mm. As if our beautiful faces are.
Well, yeah. That's true.
Well, maybe mine.
Wow.
Private school. Okay, right. Make Simon laugh. This is where I show Simon a funny picture, read him a story.
Read me a story?
Come on, Daddy, read me a story. No, read him like a funny news article or something.
So it's not like my dad reading me Winnie the Pooh's Blustery Go when I was a baby?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I just basically make him laugh without tickling him.
Without any contact.
In a non-homoerotic sense. Right.
That didn't need to be said.
It didn't need to be said, did it? No. It really didn't. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. That's good, that, isn't it?
It is. It's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
End of feature.
That's it. I've succeeded. Made you laugh yet again, so...
So, do you remember Pokemon cards?
Yes, I do remember Pokemon cards.
Okay.
End of feature. Okay, do you remember your first Pokemon card?
No, but I remember going to Sainsbury's and buying the starter pack.
I don't think I ever had a proper starter pack. I just got loads of booster packs.
Yeah.
My mum used to like go out and like buy me some.
Yeah.
It was really sweet.
That's nice.
Mm. The thing is, right, what my parents did was they gave us pocket money for a while.
Yeah.
Just, you know, as a test to see how it would go. You know, I think all kids kind of need that probation period with their pocket money, see what they do. And I think they were trying to like instill some form of like saving thing inside our brains. So what they'd do is, you know, do you remember Pokemon cards cost £2.50 a pack?
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was $1.99, but yeah.
I'm sure they were £2.50. They were £2.50 from the corner shop I bought them from.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Which even like back then it was really expensive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And what they do is they give us like £2 pocket money a week. So it was like, right, £2.50 or what?
I know what you mean.
My brain went
It means you got to save your £2.50.
Yeah, but it meant I had to like miss out on sweets for a week.
That's clever.
So it made it proper got me thinking, but it didn't work the way they intended it to work, because what I'd do with it is I'd just go to the shop and just buy sweets with it, and I'd never get Pokemon cards. Like, I'd swap the Pokemon cards at school and stuff.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, in a moment of weakness, my mum would like buy me some. So, or I say moment of weakness, it was probably when I was nagging her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that didn't work. The pocket money thing. It lasted quite a while, but they eventually twigged that it wasn't going to encourage me to save. So, yeah.
For me, Pokemon cards signified the rise and fall of my social standing in primary school.
The rise and fall?
Yeah.
That could be a book.
Yeah. It's this primary school epic, really. Basically, Pokemon cards, you know, they were introduced by one of the cool kids at our school, which is kind of ironic because they became really nerdy.
Yeah.
But, and then I remember going to Game one day, and they had this new kind of set of Pokemon cards, which was like the jungle-themed pack or something. And they were like,
that was quite late on.
Yeah, we still had them.
That was like, come on, that must have been like year 7 or something.
No, it wasn't. That was like year 5 maybe. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, because no, it would have been about year 4. Early year 4.
Our school might have banned them by then. In fairness, I'm a year older than you, so...
Yeah, it was early year 4. I remember this specifically. Right. Anyway... No. Sorry, year 3.
3?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
No, that can't be.
No, it was, because the end of my story involves a kid in year 4.
No, because we got them in year 4, so...
Yeah.
That would make sense if you were in year 3, because I was a year above you.
And anyway, and I introduced this, like, bonus pack to, like, the kids at school.
Yeah.
So I was, like, big man on the playground for, like, for a while. You know, everyone was like, "Oh, Simon, when are you going to find us some more Pokemon cards?" And you know, I was loving it. You know, it was
lapping it up.
Yeah, it was the only time in my life I've ever been popular. And then it all ended drastically when someone stole my Pokemon cards. Like they stole my Charizard.
No.
And
they used to sell them for 25 quid. You know?
I know they did individually.
Ridiculous.
And my Fire Energy cards. But they weren't needed anyway.
Nobody played Pokemon.
We used the energy cards. We were hardcore players.
Yeah, we didn't play, we just collected. Yeah. I don't think anyone in the school knew how to play.
And then I got my mum to go in and tell the teacher that he'd stolen my cards.
Yeah.
So I got Pokemon cards banned. And as a result, that was my fall from social
Did everybody know it was you that got them banned?
Yeah.
And did everyone hate you for it?
Everyone hated me for it.
Oh, unlucky. I remember how they got banned in our school. This guy was, because we had, you know, like those like Victorian desks where, you know, you lifted it up and there was stuff in the desk.
Yeah.
We had them. We didn't have trays or anything. That was
where
our stuff was in. Someone was like, during dinner and playtime and stuff, was going down into the classrooms and going into people's desks and just helping himself to the cards.
Yeah.
Everybody knew who it was.
That's kind of like what this guy did.
Everybody knew who it was, but nobody dared tell on him because he was you know, quite high up in the social food chain.
See, I didn't have that risk because I was quite high up at the time.
But everyone just kind of like was getting annoyed with it, and then I think some kids' parents complained, and the teacher banned them. Which was annoying because that was just at the point where, you know, I had a collection that was getting very respectable. My Pokemon card collection was getting substantial.
Yeah.
My first card, I probably see it as like, you know, I started off as a pauper and worked my way up. Honestly, I see that. That's how I see it, you know.
From rags to riches.
From rags to riches, yeah. My first Pokemon card was a Pokedex trainer card.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was my first one.
That's like the useless one.
I know. That's why someone gave it to me. They gave it me, and I was like, can I have a card? And they were like, yeah, I've got. And then from that, I traded that for like 2 more useless ones, and eventually got like enough useless ones to swap for a good one.
Yeah.
And because the thing is, it wasn't like what cards you had, it was the amount you had. So, I mean, people walking around with, I'm not kidding, like stacks like that.
Really?
It was ridiculous. What they had to do was you had to like, because the desks are only about like that deep, so they'd have to like put them in the corner and then they banned them, and yeah, that was annoying.
But then you look back to, you know, a little bit later on in your in your school days. I mean, I remember when I first went into high school, year 7.
Yeah.
There were 2 guys in geography playing Pokemon cards.
And everyone took the mick out of them?
Well, no, I don't think anyone saw apart from me, but I was like, they are such nerds. But then it's weird how it went from such a cool thing
to... the thing is, it's kind of come back a bit now as well, like in Pokemon has. Because like back then, if you liked Pokemon in like years 7 to 9, you were like part of the nerdy, geeky crew. But now it's like, I would go, you're such a nerd, you like Pokemon. And then I'd come home and sit there playing on my Game Boy SP. And, you know, I'd be there with like my Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, these are so cool.
To be fair, the Game Boy games are quite fun to play.
They are, but they were considered nerdy back then.
I never remember them being nerdy.
Everyone slated them at my school. But I was a bit of like a traitor. And I'd come home and just play them.
Everybody probably did.
Yeah, that's the way I see it now anyway. I'm hoping that was the case.
So, shall we move on to the next feature? Face the facts.
Do you want to explain the concept?
Yeah, do you want to put your phone away?
Yeah, I will, but was it really obvious I was on my phone?
Yeah, it was.
I was trying to do it discreetly. I was texting someone so they don't interrupt us.
Right, okay.
True. Read it if you want.
No, I believe you. So, Face the Facts is a feature where Sean gives me 3 news stories, or just stories generally, and I have to guess which one is the real one. Is that right?
Yeah. You have to. 2 are fake, 1 is real.
Okay.
And that, I mean, the structure of that might change as time goes on. We might like turn that into 1 is real, 2 are fake.
Yeah. Well.
No, that's exactly the same. The opposite. The opposite.
Yeah.
2 are real.
Well,
no, 2 are.
Just get on with it. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Come on.
All right.
On with it.
I'm going. All right. Just look at the camera whilst I read, because I don't want you to read over my shoulder. Okay, right. In northern Colombia, a hunt. Oh, I'm not right. These are just notes. I've made notes. In northern Colombia, there's a hunt for the gourmet big butt ant.
Big butt ant.
Big butt ant. They are a brown cockroach-sized insect, and they're considered a delicacy. And when they're caught, they are then roasted and salted. And even one guy, like this chef, serves like an ant sauce on his steak.
Ant sauce.
Ant sauce, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so that's one of them. Okay. Scientists in Chile have developed technology to ferment wine in a revolutionary way to make its quality that of a beautifully aged wine.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. The famous ice cream company, Ben & Jerry's, you know Ben & Jerry's?
Yeah.
Famous for like their, what do you call it? Well, obviously, but what makes them different?
Yeah.
Like their marketing relationship between the 2, you know, Ben did this, Jerry did that.
Yeah.
Right? Turns out, they never existed. That was actually the name of the 2 dogs of marketing genius Roman Rosetta.
See, I'm
in the
inclined.
1950s.
I'm inclined to say that that's the real one.
Well,
I think I might have heard. I think I might have heard that before. I'm writing off the first one. I don't think that's real.
Right, you think that's fake?
I think ant juice, ant sauce is a
Ant
bit...
juice. No, it was ant sauce on steak, and then they would like serve ants as like peanuts, like roasted and salted peanuts.
See, I would believe that, but I don't believe in the ant sauce. I think
It's true. It's true.
All right.
Believe me.
I just don't believe you could get that much sauce out of ants. You'd need a lot of ants.
Okay. The scientists developing the wine. It's true.
I think that could be true.
Right.
But then I think that would have been a relatively big.
You think you would have
thing.
heard of it?
I think I might have done.
Okay. What, you think you might have heard of it?
No, I mean
If right,
yeah,
okay.
it would have been on BBC News or something, wouldn't it?
Right.
And finally, a happy story. They're a nicer way to get back.
Yeah.
So I think.
Hang on. Do you understand what it's saying though?
Go on.
It's what it's done is it's made it so that you don't have to age wine anymore.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I would have heard of that. So I think the Ben and Jerry's thing seems vaguely familiar to me.
Right.
So I think I'm going to go with that. That's the real one.
You think that's the real one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fake, for a start.
Really?
Yep, I made that up. Scientists in Chile developing technology to ferment wine. That's fake.
Oh, what?
The real one is the ants.
The big butt ant?
The big butt ant, the gourmet big butt ant is the real one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, so...
If you want to have some ant sauce, go to Colombia.
Yeah, Northern Colombia.
Colombia.
So how do you feel about that? I gave it away as well, halfway through the feature. I went, it's true! and then on the second one I was like, it's true!
See, I thought you were just bantering.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't have said that. I should have just pretended it was banter.
I fancy myself as a bit of a Sherlock Holmes during these features.
Yeah, you're not.
So if I was a good Sherlock Holmes, I would have got that.
You would have done, yeah.
A good Sherlock Holmes, that doesn't make sense. As good as Sherlock Holmes.
But I'm quite proud of the Ben and Jerry's one. How real did it sound?
It sounded so real, I thought I recognised the feature. The story.
Yeah. Roman Rosaire, just name popped out of my head. And, yeah.
That's the kind of thing, out of all of them, that's the thing that would be true.
That's why I did it. I'm a genius, you see.
Well, genius is a big word.
Yep.
Anyway, let's go on to Bojo's League and Yoko's League.
Looking forward to this.
Yeah, explain it.
Okay, well, basically, we consider Boris Johnson as one of the greatest people that's ever lived.
Yeah. I love him.
And we consider Yoko Ono as one of the biggest prats who ever lived.
And in fact, that's one of the things that we bonded over when we first came to uni.
It was, yeah, how much we hated Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
It sort of brought us together. And
that and the hatred for the current cabinet as well.
Yeah. But what we then developed after that is a saying of when, you know when you say like, oh, he's a legend.
Yeah.
In a sarcastic kind of way, for example, trying to think.
Step carefully.
Joseph Fritzl.
Ooh.
What a hero. We're being sarcastic about that.
Yeah.
That's like, and then that developed into...
You don't need to explain sarcasm.
That developed into Joseph Fritzl, what a legend in the Yoko Ono sense of the word.
Yeah.
And that became a sort of an add-on to using these words.
Yeah.
So what we've then developed after that is this list, sort of like a...
We haven't developed the list yet.
We're doing it. We're doing the list on the show with the audience,
Yeah.
And we've called it Bojo's League and Yoko's League. And we're going to find celebrities. If we see a celebrity who's done something a bit annoying or done something like amazing, they go in Bojo's League or Yoko's League accordingly.
Yeah. And so obviously in Bojo's League is Boris Johnson and in Yoko's League, Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
So I think, basically we're just going to explain that feature this week, but I want to argue a case for putting Stephen Fry in Yoko's League based on what we've discussed in previous episodes.
Yeah, I mean, we did that quite heavily in one episode of Series 1.
Yeah.
Where we established that we dislike Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
So that automatically puts him in Yoko's League, I think.
Yeah.
And who else have we done for Bojo's League?
You wanted to put Sacha Baron Cohen in there, didn't you?
Yeah, because obviously if you remember from, I can't remember what show it was, it might have been the last show of Series 1.
I don't think it was that late.
It was at some point. We want to put him in Bojo's League.
Yeah, we liked his shenanigans at the Oscars.
Well, and to be honest, as we said at the time, we think he's like a marketing genius, so...
And I also think Ken Barlow should be in there.
In Bojo's League?
In Bojo's League.
Explain.
Well, there was that story, wasn't there, about him apparently sleeping with 1,000 women.
You see, now, Ken Barlow is the kind of people where Bojo's League and Yoko's League...
Yeah.
Where does he go? Because... Yeah. We know for a fact that is utter crap. Okay. Ken Barlow making a statement and say you slept with over 1,000 women.
Then again, he's old enough.
Yeah, but it's just...
No, but I mean, it's like over 1,000 years. It's doable.
That was one of those jokes that was just like...
Yeah, it was.
Alright, Simon, we get what you were saying. But...
Wow. Come on.
Right, so where's he... I don't know whether he should go in Bojo. I don't think I hate him enough to put him in Yoko's League, though. But I still think he's a legend.
I think he should go in Bojo's League, because Bojo's League isn't necessarily about being brilliant, it's about making us laugh.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily love Bojo as a politician, but I think he's hilarious as a person.
Yeah, yeah.
In that sense, he's appropriate for Bojo's League.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And like a proper prat, he has to go in Yoko's League.
Yeah.
Where are we putting Charlie Sheen?
Charlie Sheen, Bojo's League. I don't hate him enough to put him in Yoko's League.
But he's funny.
Yeah.
Makes us laugh. Can I just say straight off, can we put Paul McCartney in Yoko's League?
No, we can put Heather Mills in there.
Heather Mills will go, okay, but I want to... Paul
McCartney, no.
I want to put Paul McCartney forward next week then.
Alright, well, we'll
have a big debate on it.
Alright.
But yeah, so we've got Heather Mills, Yoko Ono, and Stephen Fry in Yoko's League.
Yeah.
And Sacha Baron Cohen. Bojo, obviously.
And
Ken Barlow in Bojo's League.
Yeah. And I think that's a good place to wrap up.
It is.
If you've got anyone who you think deserves to go into Bojo's League or Yoko's League, by all means get in touch with us.
Get in touch, yeah. I mean, there's a variety of methods. You've got Facebook, Sean and Simon Show, Twitter, @Sean and Simon, or email us. I always forget the email address. Wait, I've got it on here somewhere. There we go. seanandsimon@hotmail.co.uk. Also, don't forget to listen to us. Tune in 12:10 till 1:30 on Thursdays.
Yeah.
nsrlive.co.uk. Where we've got amazing features.
Yeah.
Such as My Generation.
Yeah. And on that note, it's time to say goodbye.
It is.
I've been Simon.
I've been Sean. And you've been Greg.